exciting sight. It's on the dyno. Did a couple pulls just to get the initial tuning stuff out of the way, boring stuff, and we ran into a very serious problem. So let me get to that in a second. So we did 2 pulls, 7,000 RPM, wastegate spring pressure 10 PSI. And then check the compression. Compression came back fine. So we started to turn it up. Turned the boost up a little bit, and we didn't really gain anything. So I said, let me turn it like up. And I turned it up quite a bit. And as soon as the boost came on, it went right to redline. So I was like, okay, let me try turning the boost down. Turn the boost down a little bit, did another pull. As soon as the boost kicked on, right to redline. Now it won't even go into gear. So we took a gamble on that clutch, and the gamble did not pay off. The car won't even go in gear now because the clutch is just obliterated. They rated the clutch to 400% factory torque, and it didn't even hold 215 foot-pounds. So we know the engine works great though, because even on a slipping clutch we saw 40 pounds of boost. It held up fine. Have some videos of the pulls where the clutch was slipping. The second pull is when the clutch just gave out completely. I went to turn the boost back down to verify it was the clutch, and that's when I tried starting it, and it won't go into gear. It's pretty bad. Even with the clutch in all the way, it won't go into gear. And then if you start it with it in gear, it starts turning the wheels right away, and the clutch is making awful noises. So, not the way we wanted to end things. We took a gamble, didn't pay off, so we'll just swap the clutch out. Luckily on this car, it's really not that big of a job because everything comes apart so quick. So it just is what it is. So that has to wait until we get that silver car back together. As soon as the silver car is out of here, we'll put this on the lift, bang out the clutch in an afternoon, put it back in the dyno. The tune is actually pretty close to spot on, even with the lower compression. It is spooling way faster. Before, we wouldn't even make wastegate spring pressure 10 PSI until about 6,000, maybe 6,500 RPM. Now we're making it at like 5 to 55. So the lower compression, more airflow, it's helping. So as soon as we can get it to actually put the power down, we'll be good to go. But not the video I wanted to be making, but the video that had to be made. Coolant pressure stayed perfectly level through it. Even at the 40 pounds of boost, the back pressure was slightly below 1:1. That's good. Our crankcase pressure before was like high. It's now at like 1 to 2 PSI at the most at 40 pounds of boost, which means our ventilation system is working. So everything is working except for, the thing that puts the power to the ground. So we will fix that and we will give this another shot. But, big negative, but lots of positives out of it. So it is what it is.